Hey everybody, it's Miss C. I've got my blanket wrapped around me because it's pretty cold in my room right now. So I invite you also to get a blanket, get comfortable, cuddle up because today we are going to start a new book that I will read some chapters of every day or every other day. And it is called The Dennis Bones Mystery Book. And it is by Jim and Mary Razzi. And the pictures are by Carter Jones. So we'll read the introduction first. Dennis Bones, the world-famous detective, lives in Kenilwood, USA. His good friend, Scottson, a retired Army captain, lives there too. Together, they have solved many mysteries around town. No clue escapes the sharp eyes of Bones. No puzzle is too hard for his computer-like brain to solve. Match wits with Bones and Scottson as they solve the 7 puzzling cases in this book. There is always a clue for you to find, so read every word and look at every picture. All right, it looks like our first mystery is called the parking space mystery. We've got a picture of Bones here, it looks like. Oh, nope, that's Scottson. Because the introduction says Scottson is a retired Army captain. Maybe it is Bones, because Bones is a detective. Let's find out. Dennis Bones was sitting on his favorite chair by the window just as it started to snow. He looked at his watch. It was 1 o'clock. Scottson was late. He and Bones had a date to go shopping in town. I'll bet he went back to his house for his rubbers, thought Bones. He shook his head and picked up his riddle book. He had already solved 2 crossword puzzles, 1 mystery story, and 3 riddles while waiting. As he reached for the pencil, the doorbell rang. It was Scottson. Went back to my house for my rubbers, said Scottson. Sorry I'm late. Exactly, was all Bones said as he joined Scottson outside in the falling snow. As they walked down Main Street, the town hall clock struck 1:30. Just then they saw their old friend, Benny Bulldogger, with a policeman. The policeman was giving Benny a parking ticket, and Benny looked upset. When Benny saw Bones, he yelled, "Oh, Bones, what luck! You are just the one to help me." "What's the trouble, Benny? I'll be glad to help if I can," Bones said. Benny said that he was getting a ticket for overtime parking. "This meter showed that your time was up before you came back for the car," the policeman said. "But I put a coin in the meter when I parked," said Benny. "It's supposed to be good for a whole hour, and I have only been gone for 10 minutes. The meter must be broken." "Which car is yours?" asked Bones. "That new brown one." Benny pointed to his car. Bones looked at Benny's car and at 2 other cars parked in front of it. He saw by looking at their meters that the other 2 cars had been parked there less than an hour. Scottson watched Bones and said, "It's a real problem, Bones?" "Not really, Scottson," said Bones. He turned to the policeman. "Officer, I can prove that Benny must be telling the truth. He has been parked here only a few minutes." How did Bones prove it? The clue is in the picture. So we've got all of the dogs gathered together trying to figure out if he's lying. We have the cars here. And what do you notice about the cars? It was snowing outside. This is called Solution 2, the Parking Space Mystery. So here's our explanation. It had been snowing ever since 1 o'clock. Bones pointed out that the 2 cars in front of Benny's car had a lot of snow on them. Benny's car had very little snow on it. That means that Benny's car had not been there nearly as long as the other 2 cars. The meters showed that the other 2 cars had been there less than an hour. And so Benny's car could not possibly have been there longer than an hour. It must have been there for just 10 minutes, as Benny had said. And that is the end of our first mystery. Stay tuned for our next mystery called The Stolen Goldfish. All right, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. It's snowing outside just like it was in this story, so stay warm with a blanket. But remember to move your body around. So stretch, maybe take a walk to the kitchen and get something hot to drink, like some tea or cocoa. All right, until next time, everybody.